Assalamualaikum and good greetings. So today I'll be watching a video by Open-Minded Christian Show titled What I Now Think About Islam After Reacting to Many Islamic Videos. This was posted on July 9th, so it's 1 month back. I've watched several of his video and I come to know that he has a Catholic background and have been reacting to a lot of Islamic content, right? So I think he will be sharing his opinion perhaps, and without further ado, let's watch.
Great, you could join me on the channel today. Well, I want to use this medium today to explain to you what I think about Islam after reacting to many Islamic videos. I started this channel 7 months ago, and I started reacting to Islamic videos about 5 months ago, and I think my channel, got a lot of attention because of basically the surprises I get each time I react to Islamic videos. For example, if you watch my ever first Islamic video on this channel, it will actually tell you the level in which, or the way, or the manner in which I see Islam. That video marked the beginning of my journey in Islam. And when I recorded that video, I wasn't recording the video basically that tomorrow I will start thinking about joining Islam. I recorded it because I want to learn more about Islam, because as someone who is a traditional Catholic, we are often fascinated by someone who is following the tradition. For example, Islam has defied every modern interference to maintain its architectural beauty, its ancient architectural beauty, its mode of worship, its understanding of God in a traditional sense, and a whole lot of other things that one can actually say never changed in Islam. But that's not the case in Christianity. Christianity keep changing, keep modifying, keep fine-tuning, keep until today it seems Christianity is waning because the change is just too much. People are demanding that we should go back to the tradition, and that's the reason why you see different traditional seminaries and different traditional churches rising all over the world. And of course
Okay, on that point, because coming from someone who is from the Christian background or Catholic background, right, and he's saying that seeing Islam that has stayed true to its original form until now compared to what happened to Christian over time. And listening to that, I'm wondering, because some of the issues some people in the Western countries have with respect to Islam is that it does not accommodate with time, right? And some says, especially this come from those who are not from a religious person or having any affiliation with any religion, right? They say it's better to have Christianity where they accommodate with the demand of time compared to Islam that stays in its form throughout time. But when he said about that's why nowadays we can see that there are churches or seminaries or whatever that try to go back to the original form, if I understand it correctly. How would those people that sees Islam as something negative or a threat because it defies the expectation that religion should adapt with time, if that makes sense, right? So how would they see this type of Christianity? So that's just a question that comes to mind.
The decline of Christianity in the West is actually disturbing, and I think it is a result of the lack of that traditional mind present in Christianity. As someone who loves tradition, I loved Islam, basically the language, because in Christendom there was just one language before, and the language is known as Latin. All right, that's basically what it is, yes, because one have to be very sincere with oneself. Yes, in situations like this. Now, your question will be, what do I think about Prophet Muhammad right now? I think Prophet Muhammad's question will be
Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
addressed in another video. I'm going to make a video, a very short one, that talks about what I think about Prophet Muhammad, whether he's a prophet or whether he's an ordinary man or whether he's not a prophet at all. I believe that one, Islam is a religion that is peaceful. Before, I thought Islam was a warrior religion, a religion that deals with war and killing of people, because it's someone who reads the news all the time and someone who has experienced terrorism. He can actually say that Islam is a terrorist religion, making Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq a hotbed today is never part of the Islamic agenda. Number two, I now think that Islam is a religion that has an organized body of thought. When I started reacting to Islamic videos, it led me to reading documents upon documents and documents about Islam, and I came to realize that Islam has an organized body of thought, that anyone can join Islam and defend it without looking for literatures or evidences to prove, because the evidences are very clear and are replete, if you decide to search for one. Another point that
I'm not familiar with that phrase, organized. What is it? Is it body of literature or organized? Never mind, because if I repeat it, but I when I listen to that, I'm not sure what it means. But when he explained it, is it because we have a structured way of looking at literature?
made me very happy about Islam is a community. Christianity started as a community. That community love, that unity, that Ummah, according to what I've learned, the Ummah, the Islamic community, is something that cannot be rivaled by even the Communist Party in China. It can be rivaled by even the communism in Cuba or North Korea. It can, because that community is loosed but united in purpose. Now, if you look at what happened in Israel, between Israel and Palestine, and the solidarity that many Muslims, did for the suffering people of Palestine, you will actually realize that Islam is beautiful. A good number of Muslims are somehow intolerant. They might be showing you tolerance in the face value, but they're very, very intolerant. It happened when I went to the mosque. I was subjected to a lot of rigorous stuff, before I was able to film anything. I was able to, join the mosque and whatever. So I saw that as very, very bad, but within themselves they love themselves, but outside themselves they feel you are not part of the family and don't accommodate you. So I think that should change. So, and I think you will continue to help me in your prayers. I now think about Islam as a true religion. That's what I think now, and I strongly believe that you share the same sentiment with me. So
okay, is he, because what he mentioned just now is like he is already thinking that Islam is the true religion, but earlier on he reserved his comment about Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, right? But earlier on he said about the mosque, how they treat him. I think
so if you do, tell me what you share about what I'm saying right now in the comment section. Do you think I'm closer than ever? I think for me, I'm feeling I'm very, very close than ever. I would love to see you share this video, yes, so that other people may be aware of what is really on ground and how the person who is behind this channel is firing. Thank you so much for joining. I hope to catch you in a reaction video.
okay, so right, oops. Okay, so that is his point of view right now. It seems that he already have I'm not sure whether he is already come or arrived to a conclusion, because the way he mentioned at the end appear to have reaching the conclusion. If you actually say, I now believe this is the truth or the true religion, right? That's the point where one would then make a decision to then become part of it. But the way he described it on Ask Question afterwards is that he is still undecided whether he is close, etc. So maybe it's the final step. Yeah. So maybe I have to, because I haven't watched a lot of his video recently, or any of his video recently actually. So I might be out of the loop of what's the development from the early on when I saw him, when he start to actually be exposed to Islam through watching videos, right? But as a Muslim, of course, I'm making dua that Allah will guide him and everyone that is seeking for the truth, inshallah. And I'm interested to see what are the comments of the Christians, right? Because because sometimes I do watch videos of people leaving Islam, for example, and I'm interested to know what they have to say, and in my reaction video I do, share my opinion based on what they say and their reasoning of leaving Islam. So I'm also interested if anyone is actually commenting on, for example, his reasoning or his position right now from a Catholic background and approaching Islam, I think. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. See you next time.